Now, we will honor the WKF referee, Mr. Giuseppe Zaccaro, who has contributed significantly to the development of karate through his sporting career.
For the World Karate Federation's fourth and final Karate1 Premier League of the 2024 season. Under the patronage of His Majesty King Mohammed VI, this is the first time that the economical capital of Morocco has been the host of the Karate1 Premier League. The venue for the competition is the indoor sports arena Mohammed V Sports Complex. Our program is being broadcast on selected TV networks and platforms around the world. I'm Billy Brennan, and joining me to provide you with live commentary is the national coach for the United States for both male and female in Kata and Kumite, and a former world bronze medalist in the team event and PKF individual gold medalist, Ashley Sabri, formerly known as Ashley Davis. Welcome, Ashley.
Hi, Billy. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us. Now, we want to tap into all of that knowledge that you've got to offer for all of the gold medal sessions here. And we're going to be moving forward with the program in just a few moments, and it will be the male minus 75 kilogram category. Now, as a Kata and Kumite player and coach, and do you have a preference?
So I was actually competing only in Kumite.
Okay.
But I definitely have a love and a passion for Kata as well. But I do prefer Kumite.
Okay. And with Kumite?
Yes.
Male or female? What is the preference?
Both.
Okay, equal.
Both for sure, yeah.
Very diplomatic answer.
Absolutely.
And quite right too. So we're going to be looking actually at the male Kumite minus 75 kilograms category and the weight divisions. So in your role as the coach for the national team, do you select the teams and the individuals?
We do not select the teams. They have to do a trial.
Welcome everybody to the indoor sports arena Mohammed V. Welcome to the last call.
Sorry, you were saying?
So we do not select the teams. They do like a selections process, and then they compete for that first and second spot.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, so actually, without further ado, we'll leave it for the ring speaker, Jose Redondo, to introduce the first of the two finalists.
first category under our tatami. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 75 kilograms male Kumite gold medal match. Male Kumite under 75 kilograms gold medal match.
So we were saying, actually, this is minus 75 kilo. And you're saying you don't do selections in that respect. How does the system work?
So the first of each year, we have like a top 6 of our best athletes, and then they compete for the first and second spot. And that's how we determine who goes to PKF or World Championships. Yeah.
Brilliant. First of our athletes are now about to come in, and this is Enzo Berton of France.
Number 1, Albert standing, number 1 on the world ranking. Gold medalist in Cairo, Antalya, and Paris. He's the current African champion and the current champion of the world, Abdallah Abdelaziz.
Wow, what an introduction from Jose Redondo. Abdallah Abdelaziz from Egypt, 25 years of age. He was an Olympian. He's a world gold medal winner. He's also the grand winner for this coming season, 2024. He's been crowned the grand winner. The grand winner from 2023, Quinton Mahoudin, took a sensational bronze medal, defeating Abdelgawad of Egypt in the competition earlier. But now we focus our attention on the first of the gold medal bouts between France and Egypt. Enzo Berton looking for the first medal in the Karate1 Premier League. He beat Morocco's Bajou 8-5 on the way through, so he's in really good form. He was third in Cairo, 5th in Antalya. He did participate in Paris, but he didn't take any medals on that occasion. Abdelaziz, current world champion. 6 times he's been Karate1 winner. He was first in Paris, competed in Antalya, and also in Cairo. So, 3-minute bout. As a coach now, Ashley, what are your thoughts if you're sitting in the chair with either one of these athletes in front of you?
So I know Abdallah. I know his older brother is also a world champion, Magdi. And so he comes from a pedigree of big-time champions. I really like his way of fighting. I like his strategy. I'm not sure, I don't really know the French fighter that well, but he seems like he's young and hungry and ready to compete.
He certainly is. Just 24 years of age. Enzo Berton has been competing well. He hasn't won at world or continental level yet, but he has been a silver medalist and a bronze medalist in the Karate1 Premier League. But this is his chance to go one better and take a gold medal. And if he can take the scalp of someone like a world champion, that would be something, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
So there's a warning. And it's going against Abdelaziz for holding on. That's a second yellow card. So there's just a number on the back of Abdelaziz. Needs to be taken off by the coach. And we will get back into the match in just a moment. Ashley, when you're coaching athletes of this quality, this standard, and you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe you're training, maybe you're leading, how do you decide what the strategies are? Here we have the first point, 3-point score, and surprisingly, it's gone against the world champion. What would you be telling him?
So I would look for like little telegraphs from the opponent, and then pick up on those little twitches, and then be mindful of their distance. And if I see an opening, I just tell them, take it. It's more of a feeling. It's more of a feeling. When
to monitor the way the match is developing.
Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable, then you shouldn't take the step. You have to be comfortable and you have to know when to attack. Because at any time, especially at this level, it can cost you points.
Yes, indeed. Abdelaziz come back with that front hand punch and tried the roundhouse kick afterwards. Didn't quite come off, but he certainly is intent on making sure that as a grand winner and as a world champion, he's not going to mess around for long. And that's exactly what he's just done with a 3-point score. Brilliant, brilliant response. He still has that Senchu deficit against him at the moment, but I'm sure he will cope with that in due course. The Senchu being that green rectangle under the number 3. There's confirmation of the 3-point score. And if you're not familiar and you haven't been watching the bronze medal bouts in the Karate1 Premier League here in Casablanca, Cairo, there are 4 judges. They're seated around the area and they have a clicker system to record the scores. They have a ability to call for a 1-point, 2-point or 3-point score. They have no idea what other judges are going to be scoring. As you see in this situation, there are 3 judges that have gone for a 1-point score, a Yuko. If 2 of the judges agree, then a point would be recorded. And when they press those buttons, the clock is instantly stopped. So there's no delay from the referee calling Yame if he doesn't notice as that the match needs to stop. There's a 1-point score for Abdelaziz, and he's back in the game and back in front.
Yeah, I saw that too. Body kick.
Yeah, and we could hear it, couldn't we? But the judges didn't go for the score. There is a video request from the coach of Abdelaziz for that body kick. There we have the video review team who are not seated around the area. They're away from the auditorium. And their job is to review the last 6 seconds of action to see if there's a valid score. And that's the kick that they're looking at now. So the question is, did it meet its target? Was it in correct distance? Did it have vigorous application? Well, or was that the foot or the shin, Ashley? When you look at it in that respect, what would you do? Would you give that score? As a coach now, would you expect it to score?
Yes.
You would.
Let's see.
And
Oh, he got it.
And you're right to do
Let's
so.
go.
That's a 2-point score. And now the world champion is starting to relax and impose himself on the match. 6 points to 3. He now leads. There's a front hand punch from Berton. It's another 1-point score. We've still got 25 seconds on the clock, so there's plenty of time. Berton needs at least 2 points to draw the match 6-6. Then the Senchu would come into play. Once more, Abdelaziz goes for that body kick. 8 points to 4 now. Pressure is on for Berton, isn't it?
Yeah, let's see how he comes back.
Abdelaziz takes it to the mat, and up goes those judges' scores. 3 points again, totally dominating the bout. Started off with that shaky 3 points against Amanda Senchu. No sense of panic though, was there, Ashley?
Not at all. And that's what makes him a champion.
Oh my goodness me. Again, Berton made an attack. Abdelaziz throws in that Jordan Mawashi, that roundhouse kick. The judges didn't go for it this time, but look, top left-hand side, bottom left-hand side. The coach was up there like a shot with his card. There. And just to make sure, there's the kick. You saw the reaction.
Yeah.
Now, the judges didn't go for the score. There's two things. Maybe they thought it was too hard. Don't think so. Perhaps, maybe. But look.
Wow.
Doesn't get too much better than that, does it?
Not at all. That was so clear and perfect.
That's another 3 points. Look at the score. 14-4. Match is over. Sensational win from the world champion. You know what I love there, actually, is the way he went 3 points behind and he thought, I think I better change gear here. As soon as he did, it was like a steamroller. Never stopped. There's confirmation. Abdallah Abdelaziz, the world champion, the grand winner, and also the Karate1 grand winner. Gold medal. Brilliant performance.
Congratulations, both of you. So let's show up with the ladies now at League category on Karate. Female, Kumite, under 61 kilograms. Gold medal match.
Female Kumite now, minus 61 kilogram.
Okay.
Under 61 kilograms. Gold medal match. And we are ready to give the competitors. Introducing first, Kata, wearing red, coming from the People's Republic of China. Number 15 of the pyramid standing, number 6 of the world ranking, bronze medal in Paris. This is her first Premier League final at 61 kilograms. But she's the current champion of the world, Gong Li.
Gong Li, sensational athlete, Olympic bronze medalist, current world champion. She was a bronze medalist in Paris in the Karate1 Premier League. Look at the scores. 15 was Yuko Tuwatari from Kujuro Yuki. Kujuro Yuki, 24 years of age, as is Gong Li. Yuki was 5th in Cairo and Antalya. Twice she's been a continental champion at minus 61, 3 times at minus 68. So the difference in styles when you're coaching your athletes, in Japan they're obviously sensational. They have all of the range of techniques, but how do you decide when you study the opposition, whether they're kickers or punchers, and then to be able to brief your fighters?
So usually I watch videos. I'll study videos of their past fights, and then that will help me create a strategy for my athlete.
Right.
The athlete Gong Li, she used to be in minus 68, and she started with Taekwondo actually, and then she transferred over into Karate, and she has phenomenal kicks and a very aggressive way of fighting. The Japanese player, I don't know her well, but it seems like both of them started off in minus 68 and then dropped down to minus 61. I know the Chinese athlete is incredible and very interesting to watch.
Indeed, she has a very fast front hand, and as you say, she's got great ability with kicks. So they both received now a passivity warning. So the referee wanting to get more out of them. So again, Ashley, from a coaching point of view, the first part of the bout, until that first point is scored, it's such a delicate balance, isn't it? Who's going to blink first?
Wow.
Wow.
No points.
Now, there was a kind of a double movement there. Coach hasn't gone for a video review. You were competing minus 68 kilogram. Your favorite techniques?
I love the uramawashi hook kick.
From any range or from a distance or as a defensive kick?
As a defensive timing kick.
Like Angelica Teliuga?
Exactly. Or like your Helis
Yeah.
from Venezuela.
Salazar.
Wow. That was a nice hook kick. Beautiful uramawashi.
Judges didn't agree, but the coach has gone for the kick. Have to see how that unfolds. Right. So we're looking at a video review for red, and there's the kick coming up as she turns her body there. Now, when you look at it in real time against the slow motion, let's have a look, make the comparison. There's the kick.
It's a nice kick. I say yes.
Incredible speed. And it's a Tobi Yushiro Uramawashi.
She's jumping with
Right,
it.
it's a jumping
Yes.
kick. Look, right on the button. So this is an incredible job from the coach, isn't it? Because none of the judges, well, we don't know. Maybe one went for it, but it takes at least two. But the judges didn't score it, and the coach sensed it from his athlete, and there goes the score.
There you go.
Tremendous. 3 points. And it goes in favor of the world champion, Gong Li. The Karate1 Grand winner, I can tell you, for the 2024 season, didn't make it to the final, but she did take the bronze medal, Kames Reem of Germany. So Gong Li with 3 points and the Senchu. Both now on the second yellow warning. Chui. Kujuro now receiving another yellow card. 42 seconds still to go. And Lee tries that jumping spinning kick once again. But this time the judges have no problem. Well, two of them have gone for the score. One of the best examples of that technique, Douglas Bruce.
Definitely.
In the last few seconds of a match in the final.
Against
Incredible.
Iran, right?
Right in the corner, yes. Douglas Bruce, fantastic. Triple world champion. Video review request from the Japanese coach.
It was below the belt.
Yeah, so it's a contact violation. Well, the video review hasn't gone ahead because there was a warning for the contact. So Kujuro has to be very careful now. She's on 4 yellow cards. The next one will be red. That will be Hansokyo.
Lazari, yeah.
Golly, my goodness me, that's another 2 points. Tremendous speed, hasn't she?
She's got great legs.
And that's it, match over. 8-point differential.
Wow.
Is Kata, very convincingly by Gong Li. From the People's Republic of China, gold medalist here, silver medal, Kujuro Juki.
not an exhibition of kicking ability, Ashley.
But what I love about the Japanese athletes is even if they're down by 8 points or 7 points and there's only so much time and they're probably not going to make it back, they fight till the end. So I really respect that.
Yes, of course, that's the way of the warrior.
Yeah, definitely.
Never give up. Now that is going to be a top 5. And there was a second one that went in, came round with the heel. And the Chudan Washi, roundhouse kick to the body. Sensational form.
Male Kumite under 60 kilograms. Male Kumite under 60 kilograms gold medal match. The winner takes it all.
Male Kumite minus 60 kilogram. Bout is between Kuwait and once again Japan.
Introducing first, Kata, red coming from Kuwait. Number 1 of the first standing, number 2 of the world ranking, gold medal in Italia. He's two-time continental champion. Please welcome Abdullah Shaban.
Abdullah Shaban from Kuwait, 29 years of age, competed in Cairo. He was 5th place, first in Antalya.
Number 3 of the first standing, number 3 of the world ranking, silver medals in Paris and Cairo 2024. But now he wants the gold. Please welcome Hashimoto Hiromu.
Hashimoto Hiromu from Japan, 24 years of age. Hashimoto is the 2023 Grand Winner. The interesting thing here, Ashley, whoever wins this match becomes the Grand Winner.
Wow.
And what's more, the points are so tight. If Hashimoto wins, he will have the same points as Shaban. Shaban must win to take the crown automatically. If Hashimoto wins, they will have the same points, but the tie-break would make Hashimoto the winner because he's had more gold medal wins.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, they have the same gold medal wins, they would, over the season, but Hashimoto would have more silver medals. So this is the tightest bout we are likely to see. Hashimoto must win to take the crown for the 2nd consecutive time. Shaban is not going to let him get away with that if he possibly can. Now Hashimoto asking his coach to put up the card because that kick to the body, although Shaban went down to the mat, Hashimoto threw in that roundhouse kick to the body. Watch for it. There's the kick to the back and to the side. Now, if you could see it from perhaps the other angle, here it is now. Once he goes down, it's still possible to kick to an opponent on the floor. And look, the kick.
Right to the side.
Right to the side. Now, the judges didn't go for the score. The coaches asked for the video review. Down goes Shaban. In comes the kick to the body. There. Okay. What's your opinion, Ashley? There's the kick.
I'm just not a fan of the placement of it. I don't like that he's on the floor and he's kicking while he's on the ground. But let's see what the referees think.
Well, the thing is, if your body's on the floor, why can't you be attacked and why can't you be scored upon? Because if you were out in the street, what would happen?
It's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
And that's what the video review has revealed. It's a 3-point score, fantastic point. 3 points from Hashimoto Hiro. And he'll have the century that goes with that. And there's another point for him as well. So you can see here how important, isn't it, where the coach has the ability to show the card, but if the athlete thinks there's a score, he can ask the coach to do so as well.
Right. I see such clean techniques from Japan.
You see he's wearing the gold embroidery on his shoulders. That signifies he is the current grand winner. And if things go the way he seems to be taking them at the moment, he could well be taking it again. Mind you, it's never over until it's over. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. You're the coach now of Shaban. Put yourself in that chair. What are you going to tell him, Ashley?
I'm going to tell him to put pressure on him, and as he attacks, go for the head kick. Oh, that was perfect. He put pressure on him, and as he attacked, he went for a timing.
Perhaps he was listening to you. There's 1 point each, a Yuko, so it hasn't changed the situation drastically. 5 points to 1. Hashimoto still leads. Hashimoto in the blue colors. You see the difference in height between the two fighters. Again, Hashimoto goes for that punch to the head.
Kuwait will have to figure out his timing with the Japanese player because he's always initiating.
This time Shaban goes for that reverse punch. Again, he doesn't get the support of the judges or indeed his coach. Hashimoto receiving a yellow card for holding on. Both going in with punches. And once more Hashimoto looks over to the coach to put up the video review. No need for it though, because 3 of the judges agree it's a score. On the other hand, Shaban is looking for a video review. So the question is Shaban's punch, if it is good enough quality, will it score? Is it first? Or is it at the same time? There's the punch from Hashimoto that has received the score. We're looking at the punch from red. Now, is it the same time? It looks pretty close, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. And is it good enough to score? Does it ride up to the side of the face? What do you think, Ashley?
I would give it to him. Let's see. I would 50% give it to him.
So there's the punch. Hashimoto's got the flags. It hasn't been scored.
No.
It kind of hit the chest and rode up slightly. So perhaps it didn't have the form that the video review team were looking for. No card left either for Shaban as we close into the second half of the bout.
Oof, oof.
Well, you can see how much this means to Hashimoto Hiromu. He knows that if he gets that win, he will equal the scores of Shaban. And he knows that if he gets that win with his silver medals, it will determine the outcome of the bout. One minute, 6 seconds still to go. Just to remind you, Abdallah Shaban, if he wins, he would have 2,680 points. If Hashimoto wins, he would have 2,640 points. So that would give Shaban the win. The second level of points is the minimum they can receive. If Hashimoto wins 2,640, that would give Abdallah Shaban the same number of points, 2,640. But then it will go to the tie-break countback, and that's where Hashimoto will become the grand winner for a second time. But Shaban is not going to give this up easily. He's now got himself another point. And again, Hashimoto asking his coach to put the card up. No need though, as the judges have gone for the score. Moving into the last 30 seconds of the bout. Hashimoto still leading 7 points to 2. Shaban desperately trying to find the range to be able to get a score in. Hashimoto's tactics are quite clever, and he's standing in close. He's frustrating his opponent. He hasn't got any more options though. He's on 4 yellow cards. Going to the last 15 seconds. He's standing close. There's a front hand punch from Shaban. And there's a 1 point score from Shaban. 2 of the judges have gone for that. Once more, Hashimoto comes in close, stands his ground. Throws in a punch. Shaban still not able to get the distance. Hashimoto has done his job. 7 points to 3. He takes the win. And he will take the gold medal and the grand winner crown for a second consecutive season.
Gold medal and still the grand winner, Hashimoto Hiromu from Japan. Silver, Abdullah Shah from Kuwait. Congratulations.
The turning point there clearly was that first score of the opponent when he went down to the mat and he didn't stop, he just attacked.
Yeah.
Judges didn't go for it, did they?
No, they didn't.
But the coach did.
Yeah, good call. Good call on the coach's part.
That's what sport's all about, isn't it? Fierce competitors on the mat are great friends off. Do you miss the tatami as an athlete, Ashley?
Yes, at times I do. But in my life right now, I'm so busy teaching the next generation of athletes.
You have 2 dojos in New York.
Yes, I have 2 dojos, A+ martial arts. So I'm raising the next generation of competitors, karatekas.
And are you developing that? You met your husband through karate. Are you developing that together?
Yes, everything is us together. He was on the Egyptian national team. So my style of karate and his style of karate all in one, raising the next generation of athletes. Yes.
Gold medal in Italia, silver in Cairo, bronze in Paris, and she's the current champion of the world, and the new grand winner, Moldy Zambere.
Great introduction for Zhang Birbe, the Olympian, grand winner 2024, world champion.
Number 2 on the British ranking, number 1 on the world ranking. Gold medal in Paris, silver in Italia, bronze medal at the last Pan American Championships. Please welcome Jorgelis Salazar.
Oh, Jorgelis Salazar coming forward there. She was marching in there with some attitude and ready to go,
Yes,
isn't she?
spicy.
The former grand winner from last season up against the new grand winner for this season. This is going to be a feisty match. Zhang Birbe, Olympian, grand winner 2024, second in Cairo, first in Antalya. She was a bronze medalist in Paris. 3 Karate1 Premier League she's won. World champion, current world champion, up against Jorgelis Salazar. Salazar was the Grand winner 2023, the World Games silver medalist, and she's also the proud owner of 5 Karate1 Premier League gold medal wins. She recently took a bronze medal in the PKF Championships. So both these are incredibly talented and both in really good form. Opening the score, 1 each. That's how tight it is, Ashley.
Perfetto, perfetto, perfetto. Un momento antes. Calma, calma.
What age were you when you started karate?
4 years old.
4 years old.
4 years old.
That's the target market that you have at the moment with the dojos, young people trying to bring them through.
We start from ages 4 and up.
Do you think now to become...
Wow.
Wow! That was incredible, sensational kick there from Yogeles Salazar. 3-point score.
Don't go back now, push.
Kazakhstan looks very calm and composed. Let's see what her plan is.
Well, she's a world champion. She's going to be. But Salazar got such a... Get this, though. My goodness me. Zhang Bei's rushed in to try and get a score right into that hooking defensive technique.
Don't let breathe her, okay?
7 points to 1.
Wow.
2 minutes 22 seconds.
Close the distance.
Less than a minute. It's taken her to score 7 points. Now up comes that heel kick again.
One.
Zhang Bei, I'm sure we'll have more to say along the lines, but there's a video review and it's going to be requested for once more for Salazar. Let's have a look. Is there a clear screen to determine it by? So that's the front punch. Well, what do you think there, Ashley? Kind of hit and slid down the face, down the body.
Yeah, I don't like the zanshin of it.
When you freeze frame it, it doesn't look too bad. But when you watch for the finish of the technique, it slides down the face, doesn't it? So it doesn't go straight out, straight back.
Wow.
So it's been rejected. No more video review opportunities for Venezuela. Now this time Zhang Bei keeps her hand up and comes in with a punch to the face. And the coach of Zhang Bei believes that that punch was good enough. Which is the screen? Bottom right hand screen perhaps. Zhang Bei comes up off the tatami and then puts in that high punch to the face. Top left-hand screen and bottom right-hand screen. There we go. There's the punch. In and back. Opinion on that one, Ashley?
The point of impact was great, but the pullback was a little messy.
Yeah, do you see that when the punch went out, you followed that through. That looks really good, but again, it's the Hikate issue. Is it coming straight back? Does it need to come straight back? It was spot on target. And it did get a point. And when you think that the speed of the technique and the judges have got to react instantly, they don't have that opportunity. But look at the opportunity from Yogeles Salazar. My word, she really is on fire. It's another 3 points.
Close.
Oh, there's the 8-point differential. So that's kind of socking it to you, isn't it? And the way she came into the arena,
Ready to go.
she was so determined, wasn't she?
Yes.
What a great talent.
And in front of her, the 2024 World winner,
Well, she has the gold on her shoulders. That's going to go across in the opposite direction to Zhang Birbei, but how she has started off with that wonderful technique. Up came the kick, heel came into the top of the head.
Amazing. And now, as you can see, we are having our tatami ready for some kata action. The female kata gold medal match will be here in just 20 seconds. This is the last stop of an amazing season. Remember,
So we're going to move away from Kumite and into Kata. So there are three areas of the 3 Ks of karate: the Kion, the Kata, the Kumite. I kind of use a language analogy. So if you were not so sure about Kata, if you don't understand the difference between the three, the Kion is the basics, the kicks, the blocks, the strikes, the punches, and the Kion is perhaps the words of the language. The Kata is when you bring those words together to create the sentence. So it starts to have a structure. And the Kumite is the free spoken, that's where you become fluent in the language. That's the kind of my simple analogy of the way perhaps I can perceive that.
I like that analogy. When I teach my students, I tell them Kihon is the roots, Kata is the trunk of the tree, and the branches and the leaves is Kumite.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Says the same thing.
Yes.
You can't grow and flourish unless you have the basics.
That's right.
Now, I know this is not your preference, but you are the national coach for Kata as well.
silver in Cairo and bronze medal in Italia. She's the new grand winner. Please welcome Ono Maho.
Great introduction once again. Oichi Marisa, Japan. 22 years of age. Up against the new grand winner, Ono Mahu, replacing Ono Hikaru. Oichi Marisa got into the final by beating Marisa Mishima of Japan, 42-3-0. Both of them scored, and Oichi won it on the tiebreak. So it's Oichi Marisa who will compete first, and her choice of kata is Chatnyara Kushanku. So do you study any of the kata? Do you study?
Yes, I'm a traditional Shotokan karate.
Okay.
But I practice Shotokan katas. But I really love the beauty of the different styles. Shotokan is more strong and low stances and powerful.
Mm-hmm.
This is more elegant.
You could say, for example, another analogy, with Shotokan, crossing a river would power their way across, fighting against the current to get to the other side, and Shitoru may go with the flow without so much effort.
Sure.
Go downstream a little bit further. Great jump. Looking for the jumping kick and back fist strike. As Uichi comes to the end of her kata. She's done as much as she can. Has she done enough to influence the judges to give her the higher score of the two? Well, the judges have made their minds up. That beep was to signify that they'd had put the scores in. Now the choice of kata for Ono Mahu is also Chatnyara Kushanku. So, if you wish, you can make a direct comparison, one with the other. Try to carry the thoughts of the performance of Uichi in your mind and watch the performance of Ono Mahu to see which is the two you believe to be better. Ono Mahu was crowned Grand Winner 2024 by defeating La Motion Race of Hong Kong, China, 43.2 against 42.6. Up to that match, the decider would be between the two of them. But it's Ono Mahu who's come out on top. Will she come out on top in this bout? That's the big question, Ashley. Do you have an opinion so far?
So far, I would go with the blue. Ow.
She's looking in sensational form, we'll have to say, isn't she?
Definitely.
Judges are looking for any errors that might occur. Any stamping of the feet, loss of balance, for example. Any audible cues of trying to create the impression of power, hitting the gi or anything like that. None of that is evident here, by the way. This is a great performance from the Grand Winner 2024. Great performance. You still feel blue?
Yes.
Let's have a look at the scores as they appear in a few moments on the graphic at the bottom of the screen. And here we go. 8-2, 8-6, 8-4, 8-6, 8-5, 8-7, 8-5, 8-7. Looking good. 8-5, 8-8. Ashley, you look to be right. 8-8, 8-9, 9-9-4. Clear winner. 43-7 against 42-7. Huge, huge win for the grand winner.
Already the new grand winner, 2024 Premier League grand winner.
What a brilliant performance for the new grand winner.
And once again, our staff, 16 week, our management ready for our Kumite action in just 10 seconds.
Okay, we're going to move away from Kata and on to Kumite now. And we'll get started in just 1 second. But I'd like to say thank you very much indeed to my guest commentator, Ashley Sabri,
Yes.
formerly known as Ashley Davis. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the opportunity to commentate. You did a great job. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you so much for having me. It was such a pleasure.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So as the athletes are going to be ready for the action, time to introduce our next guest commentator in just a moment. We'll get to that as soon as the athletes have been introduced.
Across the data today, running blue, coming from Ukraine, number 31 on the understanding, 44 on the world ranking. This is his first final ever Premier League event, an international event. Please welcome Andriy Poroshenko.
Great introduction for both of these fabulous athletes. Dania Yudelshev from Kazakhstan, an Olympian, participated in Cairo, and Antalya. He was 4 times, he was a silver medalist in the Karate1 Premier League, up against Andriy Poroshenko of Ukraine, Karate1 Premier League winner in the plus 70 kilo. He's changed weights, participated in Cairo, and he has been an under 21 world bronze medalist. So as we get into the match, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our next guest commentator, who's the current Commonwealth Karate champion, silver medalist in the FISU World Championships, and a member of the Oceania team that took the title on 2 consecutive years. I'd like to welcome Mitchell Durham.
Thanks, Billy. Thanks for having me.
Great to see you, Mitchell. Now, Kumite is your area of expertise, obviously.
Yep.
And this is a great opportunity to come in. Minus 84 kilogram. We have the final between 2 of the best fighters in the world. Do you know these athletes personally? Before I say anything further, you were in the minus 75 kilogram and you just missed out on getting out of the pool. You were on fire, doing incredibly well. Last few seconds didn't quite go your way. Oh, wow.
Thanks, Billy. Yeah, it's unfortunately it doesn't go your way sometimes, but it's what you expect at this high level. I actually lost to Danier's teammate from Kazakhstan, so it's a tough country to overcome. Yeah, no, I do know Yuldashev, and I've actually fought Toroshenko before, because I used to be in the minus 84 kilograms category.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And how did that go?
Not very good.
Not so well. All right. So what do you know about Toroshenko? What can we expect to see from him?
Well, his legs are like lightning. Expect some anticipation kicking from Ukraine, but Yuldashev is very aggressive, and I believe that there's going to be a high-scoring affair again, like we've been seeing in the last few matches.
And like we've been seeing in the last few matches, often the start of the bout has been a bit quiet. As we see again, it's 1 minute in, they have a warning each. Neither one wants to blink first, do they?
Otherwise that happens.
Otherwise, exactly, that happens.
Yeah, it is quite tense usually at the start, but as soon as this happens now, the floodgates will be open.
Yeah, I think you're right. So that's the first point, and it's going in favour of Daniil Yuldashev. And he also has that Senchu, and that's effectively 2 points, isn't it, Mitchell?
Yeah, it really gives you a bit of a buffer, but if, you know, if one score happens, it's flipped on its head.
And now we are looking at the roles are becoming a little clearer. Toroshenko in blue has to start to dominate if he can to get himself on the scoreboard. Yuldashev, on the other hand, can't just sit back and think that for the next 1 minute 20 seconds, 1 point is going to be sufficient, can he?
No. If he can stay aggressive and keep looking to score some points, I believe he will be good enough to run away with the gold medal this time. I don't think he's won Premier League yet. A couple of silver medals.
That's right, absolutely.
But
Yuldashev has been 4 times a silver medalist. Hasn't the elusive gold awaits him. Perhaps today is the day. He does have that narrow lead at the moment.
I have a feeling that Toroshenko is going to make him bite at an attack, and the leg is going to fly up.
Yep.
Yuldashev needs to be much more accurate with those. Otherwise, the kick's coming.
Yuldashev trying to go to the body with that punch. To proceedings.
Але не кидайся вперед, не кидайся, так само розігруй його. Так само його розігруй.
The third yellow card. Chui, third Chui. He's gone against Yuldashev. Oh, a double kick from Toroshenko. Sensational.
That is amazing.
Put in the feint with the first one. Yuldashev put his hand up, brought it back down, bang, in goes the second one. 3-point score from Toroshenko.
The ability to keep it up there and flick out a punch. Oh, would have been nice if he got on the end of that.
Wow, that was incredible. Oh, Toroshenko now full of confidence with that. Now he has the ability, now he has the belief. And you're right, Mitchell, he can certainly kick.
Yeah, his defensive maneuvers with the kicks, the lifting the leg, acting like he's going to throw, is impeccable. And it's going to be very hard for Yuldashev to come back.
Yes, indeed. 23 seconds. Yuldashev still has the Senchu. If he can get a 2-point score, that'll level at 3-3. The Senchu would take him into the gold medal position. Toroshenko steps off the tatami. He can afford to at the moment. That's another Chui yellow warning. We have once more, he's gone back again. Why did he do that? That was a bit unnecessary, do you think?
Well,
it was a dangerous situation, I know.
It is dangerous, but you know, we have the merging of the warnings now. You essentially have an extra one, and before you get down to the 15-second mark.
Oh, that kick. Punch and then the kick again, but he's gone off the tatami once more.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a review from Kazakhstan, but
there's a video review though, and it's for Toroshenko in blue. Let's have a look here. There's a kick that comes up. You can see Yudashev's arm up. But did it go up before? There was the bottom left-hand side was the screen. There. That was so quick. But was that an effective block?
Oh,
his arm was up.
Could have snuck in a little bit there.
Because as his arm came down and around, Yudashev's arm came down and around, the kick came in over the top. That's a toughie. What do you think, Mitchell?
I think I wouldn't mind this one being a score, because it sort of looks like he's curled his foot around to get the top of his head.
Yeah, really.
But
his arm is up there, so that slows the kick down. His arm then drops around. The question is it an effective block? Or does the kick make its target when Yudashev's arm comes down? It's been accepted. What a great call from the coach. Good Lord.
That is nice.
Brilliant.
He doesn't get that warning either.
No, he doesn't. Now he slipped down to the tatami. There's still 12 seconds on the clock. There's a video review request, and it's come from the coach of Yudashev. So, Toroshenko goes down. It wasn't a slip, actually. It was a leg sweep. Excellent leg sweep, in fact, from Yudashev. Does the punch finish? Look, you can just see from here. Does it look like it slips past the target?
Yeah. I think he's missed the body there, unfortunately.
There, look. I love the close-up that the video team are bringing in. So there, you can see.
It's a game of centimeters, this sport, unfortunately.
Judo, that's it, Bob.
Yeah.
Flat on your back. Oh, that was another point from Toroshenko.
He's running away with it now.
10 seconds left.
You never know, could we see two Ippons?
I love the spirit of Yudashev. He is not giving up at all. Still 6 seconds. It's still possible to score, isn't it, Mitchell?
Seen some crazier things happen, especially at this event. I've seen people come back in the last second.
Front hand punch from Toroshenko as Yudashev came in. That's another point in the bag.
He's controlling Yudashev so well.
Yes.
Anytime he's trying to search for a point.
Oh, now there's a sweep. Took him down. And the punch went in. Yudashev no longer has a video card from the coach. Again, the timing from Toroshenko is fantastic, isn't it?
He's done nothing wrong. He has taken this win very, very comfortably.
Yep. And there's 1 second on the clock, but the 8-point differential will give the win and the gold medal to Andrei Toroshenko.
Fantastic. It was a really good display of timing and control. I think Yudashev might have to wait for the next gold medal opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, the level of scoring nowadays in competition is astonishing, because you go back a few years, Mitchell, you're only looking at 1 or 2 points. Now, they're in their 10s and 12s and more.
It's pretty crazy to see. This was 9-1, and yesterday in the plus 84 men's category, it was 17-13 score. That's just nuts.
I think that's probably the highest score ever.
I've never seen
any scores higher than 17.
It was, and it could have been 20, I think. There was a last-minute kick that I think should have scored.
But it makes for the excitement, doesn't it?
I think the rules have allowed that. You know, the rule changes, and
it's encouraging more points.
Yeah, for sure.
Our superstars. Holding first, Kata, wearing red, coming from Asia. Number 30, at the first standing, number 53 on the world ranking. This is her first final ever at the Premier League event. So please welcome Karate1
And did you see that? 3 Yuko, no Wasari, 7 Ippon.
Yeah, the legs.
Got to look for the kicks here.
Her legs are going to be dangerous, and it's something you can expect from a lot of the Egyptian players.
Very good. Coming from Switzerland. Number 2 on the Premier League. Number 2 on the world ranking. Gold medal in Italia. She's the current silver medalist at the European Championships. The current silver medalist at the World Championships. Once again, she will be the grand winner. Please welcome Elena.
What a track record she has, Mitchell. Elena Karate. 7 Karate1 Premier League wins she's had, 9 bronze and a silver, a world silver medalist, 3 times continental champion, a host of awards, an Olympian, double grand winner.
She's just someone that knows how to get it done.
Well, and Hendy, on paper, has nothing to compare with that. She does have a 3rd place in the A series in Larnaca. That's the highest rank she's got.
Wow.
But 7 Ippon she scored. Karichi needs to be very careful here.
I have full faith that, oh my goodness, that was a close one.
Yeah, it was. It certainly was. Elena Karichi closed down that kick and put in that punch. And mightily pleased that she did, I'm sure. And you can see the danger that's going to come from those kicks, Mitchell.
For sure. I have no doubt that Elena and her team have studied Hendy, and they know what's coming, and they've devised a very, very in-depth plan on how to combat that.
And Karachi getting inside those kicks, keeping that arm up, because the ability of athletes nowadays, they can kick from every angle. As you say, I think the preparation for Karichi for this bout has been well rehearsed.
Very, very tactical, Elena and her coaches.
Again, Karichi gets straight inside those long levers of Hadir Hendy.
Looks like she's just trying to catch her off guard as well, not letting Hendy set in for those anticipation head kicks. And then, if anything else fails, she's just closing it right up chest to chest.
Yeah. Still really tight. Karichi only leading by that 1 point score and the Senchu, and the advantage. And we're still less than halfway through.
She's not able to get those kicks from that close range. I think Karichi is locking her up.
Yeah, you're right.
Shutting it down
You're
really
right.
well. The height difference is crazy.
Just see here.
Wow.
Again, Karichi flies in over the top. Changed her strategy a little bit there, didn't she?
Just going straight in for it, not waiting.
Oh, there was a double kick attempt there from Hendy. And once more, Karichi gets inside the kicking ability, keeping her hands well and truly high.
Hendy needs to try and adopt another strategy here.
Yes, I think you're right. All of her attacks have really been the Mawashi, the roundhouse kick, not the hooking kick. There's a body kick, 2-point score from Karichi.
That was beautiful. Yeah, there's just not much threatening going on here from Hendy, just sort of a lot of testing going
Yes,
on.
yes. I think she's being a bit overwhelmed by the double grand winner, and shows you why they are such talented athletes, doesn't it?
I mean, I would be, to be honest, if I was facing Elena Karici.
Yeah, yeah, anybody would, regardless whether you're male or female. She's such an incredible athlete.
Still so much time left. You never know what could happen. All it takes is for one of those kicks to land.
Yes, and it will all change. And there she tries that hooking kick, but once again, Karici got in so close that she stifled that kicking ability from Hendy and gets another point.
She's just a professional at controlling the fight, making her opponents fight on her own terms.
Exactly. It's one of the few kicking attacks, apart from the 2-point score that she got from Karici. You see the gold on her shoulder. She'll be retaining that for another season. Wearing that with pride, no doubt, as she takes another point. This is certainly one-way traffic now, isn't it, Mitchell?
Just no answers here.
Not really.
Just shows how amazing of an athlete Karici is. He's not taking anything away from Hendy either. You know,
No.
she's done a lot to get there, but
Yeah, she's earned her place.
wow.
6-0. Another gold medal in the bag. That's her 8th gold medal in the Premier League. What do you think? 8 gold medals. Premier League is the World Championships, isn't it? Every every month or so.
Yeah.
And it really is the best of the best.
It is.
And Mitchell, you're among them.
Oh, thanks, Billy. It is cool to compete against the best in the world. It's pretty surreal sometimes.
Well, you know, you're going to be in the top 32 in the world just to get a shot at it. That doesn't come easy, does it?
It's tough. It's tough to be in this league, you know. It's the Premier League for a reason. Yeah.
Is that credit to Branko Racic, your sensei?
Absolutely.
He's a great guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good coach. He's my lifelong coach since I was 6 years old. Wow. So, yeah.
You have the loyalty, he has the skill, you have the ability.
Wow, you put it well. Oh, that was very close.
That was the one that was right at the beginning, wasn't it?
7 kilograms, gold in the match.
Tremendous.
Gold medal match.
Moving on fast and furious. Female Kumite minus 55 kilograms.
Number 4 on the current standing. Number 2 on the world ranking. Gold medal in Cairo last April. He's the current Asian champion. Please welcome Abdel Rahman Al-Masatfa.
Al-Masatfa is such an exciting fighter. You know, he's electric, so explosive.
Oh yeah, incredible.
Ready blow. Coming from Japan, number 5 on the current standing, number 5 on the world ranking, bronze medalist in Italian. He wants the gold now. Please welcome Kosaki Euro. Ladies judge here in Casablanca is ready.
Abdulrahman Al-Mustafa, he is just a phenomenal fighter.
And so is Yugo Kozaki. Yesterday I was watching
Oh yeah, of course, both of them.
him fighting in the semi-final, and he was winning by maybe 5 points, and he was attacking as if he was losing. It must be scary facing him.
Grand winner has been determined, and surprisingly, grand winner didn't get to the medal bouts. Said Obaya of Morocco. Abdulrahman Al Masatfa. 3 times he's been a Karate1 Premier League winner. He was the winner in Cairo. Kozaki Yugo from Japan. He's won a gold medal in the Karate1 Premier League. He was 3rd in Antalya. He was 7th in Paris. Seemingly customary quiet start.
That first minute.
Judges didn't go for it. Coaches weren't convinced by it.
Oh no. Holding on for dear life for that one.
He was. He's flying through the air like Superman.
Do a quick wardrobe change, you never know.
Spin around, big S on your chest. So there's a warning for Al Masatfa.
Oh, very nice.
Fast punch there from Al Masatfa, wasn't there?
Yep.
Kozaki nods to his coach and acknowledges, yes, he was first.
Just waiting a little bit too long in that corner.
Exactly.
Kozaki is much better when he's controlling that distance in the corner, but then he'll just fire straight out and put the pressure back on his opponent. But Ahmed Safa is taking that opportunity.
Referee just going to be asked to give the sensu. So there's the green triangle. Moving close to the last minute of the bout. Pressure is now being put to bear from Al Masatfa.
That sounded like a rough kick.
It did, didn't it?
It took the wind out of me for a second.
I'm not so sure it would have been too much of a problem. All the body conditioning you guys have to do. That's the second yellow warning to Kozaki. Kick. How Al Masatfa was just waiting for him to come forward, wasn't he, Mitchell?
Yeah. He wanted him to come, and then all of a sudden he just fell into his trap, lifted the leg, beautiful hook kick.
Just effortless, wasn't it? Just up came that knee so high and hooked back to put the kick in.
This is going to be very, very tough for Kozaki to come back now.
48 seconds still on the clock, though. Kozaki going to have to go forward and go big if he's going to stand any chance of taking this gold medal.
Needs to create more movement before he fires his attacks, I think. Otherwise, Almasadva is just going to hit the timing.
Kazaki went with that front hand punch, didn't he? But again, he fell into the trap set by Almasadva. Okay, Almasadva trying to put in the kicks, but he was being smothered that time from Kazaki, wasn't he?
Kazaki learning a little bit, trying to shut that down. But, Almasadva is so dominant right now.
Yes. That didn't seem... That was a powerful kick. We could hear that.
Yep. Just trying anything, Kazaki, to put his way back into this match, but...
Indeed, he saw one of his teammates score a Nippon earlier with a kick to the body, but that wasn't in a acceptable target area.
I don't think so, no.
No, not at all. Into the last second, and it is going to be a massive win for Almasadva. Abdulrahman Almasadva. Brilliant fight. Convincing win.
Yeah. Once again, high scoring again. I mean, not from Kazaki, very one-sided again, but 6 points. It's just, I think you need to be scoring big these days. Otherwise, if you try and hold on to a 1-0 lead, 2-0 lead, you're putting yourself in a position where you're probably going to get scored on and the match is lost from you.
And in your training, Mitchell, do you cover scenarios? Do you make yourself be trailing by 1 point? How do you deal with it? Trailing by 4 points? How do you deal with it?
Absolutely, yeah. So in training, you do all types of scenarios, whatever you're trying to face on the match, and 1-0 down, 4-0 down, time constraints, different types of warnings.
1-0 up, 4-0 up,
yep.
Trying to be defending it,
yep.
Maintaining your focus.
And even to the point where you're trying to train specific things. Maybe you can only attack with kicks or with legs or with hands, or the other person is a kicker. So just try and replicate as much as you can in training. Yeah.
And how is your podcast going?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, the Australian karate community is, I think, benefiting a lot from the Kaizen Culture podcast and all of the other stuff that we're doing around that. Just keep trying to do the best that we can and providing as much as we can for the community. So, yeah, thanks for asking.
And now with Fox TV now covering Australia,
yep.
All of the WKF major events like the Karate1 Premier League, the World Championships, it's going to lift the profile of the sport in Australia, isn't it?
Oh, I hope so. It's much easier for people at home to watch, and for the parents and the kids to sit down in the living room, chuck it on Fox, and cheer on some familiar faces that they see all the time. So having it on Fox Sports and the new deal with the Karate Australia, I think is fantastic.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Female minus 55 kilograms.
This is the female Kumite minus 55 kilograms gold medal match.
We have Chile versus Indonesia. Valentina Toro Meneses will be wearing the blue colors. First in Cairo, third in Antalya. She's been a world champion at under 21 level in minus 55. She was second in the PKF championships this year. She's up against Kok Istri Agung Sanistarani of Indonesia, 29 years of age, 7th in Cairo. She did participate in Antalya and also in Paris, but she didn't take medals in any of those events. So this is going to be an interesting challenge. She's up against the grand winner. Going to be a tough one, don't you think, Mitchell?
Absolutely. Toro Menezes is a very aggressive fighter that will be very, very dangerous with the kicks. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some head kicks scored here. But once again, we have that obligatory 1 minute of...
It's seeming that way, isn't it? But to be fair, you as an athlete, you will know better than most. You can't always go straight off the mark and into the match. There's too much at stake, isn't there?
Absolutely. With the quality of athletes you're facing at these events and the ability for people to defend leads, and if you give up that first point, you know, it's not impossible to come back, as we've seen, but you don't want to give it away too easily just for rushing in and being too, you know, willy-nilly.
Yeah. Toro Menezes went over the top with that punch. She got the 4 judges' agreement.
Got a bit of glitter on her
I was just thinking.
cheekbones.
It looked a bit shiny, that,
Yeah.
didn't it?
I reckon I should try that next time. Maybe it'll help me get to the final.
Every little helps. So Toro Menezes from Chile. Just, I was going to say 1 point up. Here she is now 4 points up. With that amazing kicking ability, the leg just came up, hooking around the back. And I'm not sure if that you refer to as glitter. It may well be just a bit of perspiration over the top of some some dressing or cream or something.
Still plenty of time here.
Absolutely, 1 minute 17 seconds, a long way to go. Agung Sanistarani from Indonesia trying to get her opponent in the corner, force an error to get her off, to step off the mat. Better still score a point.
Not a bad attempt, but if you're too static on this approach here, I feel like Toro Menezes is going to read her intentions really, really easily. And as you can see, with such ease, she will just bring up that leg.
And take another 3-point score. She stepped off the tatami that time, so she get another yellow warning, another chewy. There's a punch from both of them.
Wow.
Getting 2 judges supporting each. Keep everything once more in balance.
All right, that is fantastic balance and
Yes,
control.
indeed.
That's much better pressure there from Agung Sanistarani.
Yep.
Even if you don't score the point, you force the error, put the pressure back onto Toro Menezes. But that's just
Great response.
great timing, yeah.
Great response. Agung Sanastari really does have to try and come up with a big one now. Just 24 seconds to go.
I like that attempt.
Yes,
Just needed to be a
but
little bit
the
more clean.
flexibility of Torres, she could lift her leg so high and not be concerned about being tumbled over.
It's amazing strength to have at that end range with your leg up there like that, and to be taken and not being able to be taken
And
down.
still be in balance.
Wow.
Yeah, she's on both cheeks. She has that.
The double glitter. I think it is glitter.
You might well be right. Well, it may give it the benefit of the doubt. It's perspiration as well, but it's glittering. There's perspiration here from Agung Sanastarani because she is trailing 6 points to 1. She's only got 14 seconds to do something about it.
Maybe she can get on the end of that takedown again, just be a little bit more swift with the action there to catch her Toro Menezes off guard.
When you have a lull in the action like this, how does it affect you, or does it affect you? Does it?
Well, it depends. If you're winning and you've been working your backside off for 2.5 minutes, you might need that extra little bit of time to catch your breath.
And you'd welcome that, would you?
Absolutely. But if you're coming back and the momentum's on your side, a break like this can really stunt that flow.
Exactly. I think there may well be have been an issue with the clock.
Right.
So Agung Sanastarani is being warned. That's her third warning. Into the last 15 seconds, she tries that spinning kick. 9 seconds left on the clock. Toro Menezes holding her ground.
Yep.
There's a video review
like it.
request from the coach of Agung Sanastarani. Now, which one will they go for? So there was the punch. There's a kick to the body. There's the punch. Are you convinced by either of them?
I think it's hit the target. I'm not sure if it's had full extension. I have to have a look here in the close-up.
Did it look as though she kind of flicked in the second kick as well? There's the punch. There.
So I think the target's good. It's just a question whether the arm is at full extension.
So
got good form.
there's the punch there. And her body kind of followed it in a little afterwards.
I like it.
Well, that looks clean over the top, doesn't it? And you'd go for that?
An athlete always scores.
If you're the
everything.
athlete, would you expect a point?
Yes.
You'd be right to do so.
Here we go. 4 seconds.
Yeah,
Something special happened.
That's another point. That's going for Sanasti Arani.
Just a little bit too late. Toro Menezes.
If she'd have applied those strategies a little earlier, perhaps she would have been in a much better position.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, it makes you wonder what would have happened if that was applied in the first minute or first minute and a half, you know. But Valentino is a great athlete and deserves this win, and obviously a grand winner now for 2024.
Yes. So Kumite is your area of expertise.
Yep.
Kata.
I used to be a Kata athlete. And my first international medal was from Kata at the US Open when I was a junior.
Yes.
And so I used to be a Kata athlete through and through, but I decided to choose Kumite eventually. I don't know much about it anymore because I've obviously
You don't
focused
follow
on
it
Kumite.
as much. Yeah.
But I appreciate the level of skill that it takes to be out there.
Meanwhile, let us remind all of the medalists, please don't go very far because we'll be having our medal ceremonies in just a few minutes. So please pay attention to all the members of the staff in order to get ready for the medal ceremonies. This is a special call for all the medalists so far. Bronze medalists, silver medalists, gold medalists. Please follow all the instructions.
Great stadium this is.
Beautiful, isn't it? Huge stadium and incredibly well decked out in the branding, the livery of the Karate1 Premier League.
It's amazing. And did you see at the front they had the camels?
Yes.
Out the front. I couldn't believe it. It was insane.
I saw them when they had the horses, but the Royal Moroccan Karate Federation have really put together a tremendous show.
Yeah.
In the Kata event here, we've got the battle again. Once again, I must say, Japan versus Japan. They are just dominating Kata in the Karate1 Premier League.
As always. They're
Sensational.
amazing katas.
But in the World Championships, they can only have one.
That's tough. That is really tough.
And this is why QNR Rio was 4 times a world champion. He was such an incredible player. Retired now, of course.
Yeah.
But what an influence and what a legacy he is leaving.
For sure. Hard footsteps to follow.
Wearing blue, coming from Japan, number 1, number 1 of the world ranking. Gold medal in Paris, Antalya, and Cairo, looking for the poker of gold. He's the current Asian champion. And once again, the grand winner, please welcome Nishiyama Kakeru.
What a great introduction. Nishiyama Kakeru, double grand winner, back to back. Amazing. He's up against Moto Ruichi. Ruichi will go first. He was 5th in Cairo. He was 7th in Antalya, 2nd in Paris. He hasn't yet won a gold medal in the Karate1 Premier League. Nishiyama Kakeru, on the other hand, certainly has. He's won 8 gold medals. He was 1st in Cairo, 1st in Antalya, and 1st in Paris. He's looking to take his 4th consecutive gold medal as the new grand winner. He was attracted to Kata in particular because of its silent and steady toughening up process.
Really?
That's what he's feeling.
It's very interesting.
And he's a firefighter. That's Nishiyama Kakeru. Moto Ruiji goes first. His choice of Kata Soshin. Soshin from Shotokan. Very strong stances. From slow to very quick movements. The Furudashi stance features very prominently throughout the kata. If you're not familiar with kata, it can be seen in other martial arts, including Aikido, Judo, Aido, and Chaudo, the tea ceremony. Seeking perfection.
So strong.
So it looks so purposeful. Everything is done with complete precision.
I might be a little bit biased because I am Shotokan background, but I love Shotokan Kata. I love Sochin, so powerful.
It's great kata.
And Moto just has done an amazing Sochin.
So, Nishiyama, Kakero gets his last few moments of preparation, gets his mind in the zone, ready to go.
The mental strength for this is amazing to see, being out there all by yourself.
Everyone focusing on your every move. His choice of kata, Chibana no Kushanku. World champion in kata, Ali Safaoglu of Turkey, didn't make it to the medal bouts. Question of peaking. He was world champion in Budapest. He's a European champion individuals in Zadar. He was the European team champion in Zadar. That's only a few weeks ago. Trying to peak every event, that's so difficult.
It must be so hard. And with the back-to-back nature of some of these events, the ones that are consistently up at the top and in the medal matches, it's a massive credit goes out to them and their mental strength, and must have a great team behind them.
Well, this athlete has a great team behind him, and my goodness me, he's turning in a fabulous performance of the kata, Chibana no Kushanku. Wearing the gold embroidery on his shoulders. That's only allowed for the grand winner, and he gets to wear it for a second consecutive season. It's a longer kata, Chibana no Kushanku, but degree of difficulty is not a consideration in the kata.
Right.
It's purely down to the performance of the athlete and the compliance to the style, the kion, the ruha.
It's amazing to actually be here so close to the katas now, because I see it all the time in the stands or on the screen, and it obviously looks extremely strong. But being here right now, I can actually feel the power.
You feel the energy, and he creates an aura around him. So with the Japanese athletes, it's who's going to be the next Kyo runner.
There's some big shoes to fill. But
Very much so. That was fabulous. You could see with the sweat how much effort has gone into that. Without putting you on the spot.
Oh gosh.
You're not a kata judge.
No.
You were a kata player. You're a kumite player. Do you have any preference?
As much as it hurts my Shotokan loyalty, I think I'm going to have to go with Nishiyama.
Let's see what the scores say. 8-4, 8-9. You're right so far, Mitchell. 8-4, 9. 8-5, 9-1. 8-8, 9-1. 8-8, 9-2. Looks like you're home and dry. 8-8, 9-2. And it looks like Nishiyama Kakero is also home and dry. 45.6 against 43.3. Massive score. Massive score.
Huge win. Is that 2.3?
Oh, incredible.
That is a big, big win for a gold
More
medal
than
match.
2 clear points.
Wow. Wow. Would you say that it's safe to say that the Rio Kyushu has been filled by Kakaru Nishiyama?
Well,
Or has he still got a little bit of time to go?
this is all part of the road to Cairo 2025. The individual world championships is next year, not this year. It's teams this year.
Yes.
So there's a few twists and turns in the tail.
It's going to be an exciting one at the end of the year in Pamplona. Team World Championships.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
All staff members and follow their instructions. Thank you very much. Once again, the lights on, of course, and we have a new bout on the way.
Back to Kumite, your neck of the woods, so to speak. And we're going to be looking now at the female plus 68 kilogram category. When you're competing, do you train with both the male and female squads?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you spar?
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. I mean, we've got, in the state that I live in Perth, Western Australia, we've got 3 of the national team members there, and they're all female. You've got Hannah Sullivan, plus 68, Olivia Clifford, minus 68,
Yes.
and then Laura Golding, minus 68 as well. We train together all the time, and such great athletes to train with.
Western Australia has a good track record of producing quality karateka as well.
Yeah, I think we've had our national coach, Mark Golding from Western Australia, second at the world level, and yeah, it's been a long time since we've had that senior medal at the World Championships, but who knows who comes up next.
Look at the scores. 20 Yuko, 4 Wasari, no Ippon, but this is one tough cookie. Sofia Berotseva, Olympic bronze medalist. Nancy Garcia. It's almost like she's carrying a beautiful smile. That's a gum shield, by the way.
Just happy to be there.
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't you be? This is the best moment to be out there, biggest stage. I love that. Taking enjoyment into the sport, you know.
Yes.
Over 68 kilograms, gold medal match is ready.
This is going to be a good one.
Indeed. Grand winner in this category is Maria Torres of Spain. She was crowned the grand winner. She didn't get to go through to the finals. Unfortunately, she was given Hansoku because of their contact. It was an accident. She did a fantastic kick, but the heel hit her opponent in the temple. Wasn't able to continue, and sadly, Maria Torres was unable to continue either, but she is the grand winner, so she's had a fabulous season.
Yeah, she's a dominant fighter, and no doubt she'll be back next year to try and take it back again.
Absolutely. And her style, really tough style, similar to, in some ways, to Berotseva, because it seems to have only one thing in mind, and that's just drive forward and win.
Yep. The thing with Berotseva is you never know what's going to come your way, and if she's losing, you can't expect what's happening. You know, you don't know whether she's going to take you down, she's going to kick you, she's going to punch you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's going to be a brawl. It's going to be a brawl.
But she was 4 times. She's won the Karate1 Premier League gold medal along the way. silver medal twice and 5 times been a bronze medalist. She was 3rd in Cairo and Antalya. Fantastic athlete.
I think Nancy Garcia needs to use her range here. Keep her Belatseva at distance.
Garcia was 7th place in Cairo. She did participate in Antalya, but she didn't participate in Paris. Twice she's been a gold medal winner in the Karate1 Premier League. So both of these athletes have got massive experience. Garcia was a bronze medal recently in the European Championships. Still very much anyone's bout this, isn't it, Mitchell?
Absolutely. No one wants to make that first error. Both seem to have a very similar approach for each other, coming in and making the other person miss or trying to take that first opportunity. Doesn't seem to be much going on different.
Well, that was more like it from Belatseva.
Not a bad point to review here from Nancy, from Nadia.
Yep. Nancy Garcia looking for a video review. But the point has been given to Sofia Belatseva.
When you're waiting for that review, it goes for so long.
I was just going to ask you.
Yeah. I don't know, time seems to slow down, especially if you're the one that's...
Yeah. Belatseva is the one that scored here, isn't she,
yes.
Mitchell? So it's blue we're looking at. And blue, did that look good first?
I like it.
Did that look first?
Yep. Ooh.
Well,
is it?
Could you... Because that second one is the one that scored for Belatseva.
So it's before.
In which case, if it's a valid score, it can be given there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great call from the coach. Great call.
Now it's back to square one.
Yeah, no century advantage either way.
Recule pas, laisse-la avancer, tu vas contrer. Patience, je t'ai dit.
Oh my
And the back.
Yes.
Fabulous. That 2-second delay from the, two judges agreeing. 2 seconds is an awful long time as well.
Yeah.
So the coach was immediately ready to put the flag up.
And coaches are definitely ready to put that review card up.
Yeah. And now that all-important Senchu as well. So what can Belatseva do? More of the same. Hunting her down, pushing forward. Forces an error from Nancy Garcia.
Nancy seems to be holding her composure well, but if she falls into Belatseva's trap of making it a scrappy brawl, then I feel like it might go the way of the Kazakh.
And we've still got 47 seconds, haven't we? Belatseva going forward again. Garcia steps back, throws in a kick. There's a video review. And it's going in the way of Nancy Garcia. So there's the kick from Belatseva. You see the arms of Garcia seem to be smothering that kick. But the kick ran the body to the bottom from Garcia. That's what's being considered here. There is the kick.
Looks like it's just hit the belt.
There. Well, it has to be on the torso. Some people could wear the belt higher, or some wear it lower. But the question is it on the body, on the torso, or is it on the hip joint? It can't score if it's on the hip joint, but it can score if it's on the torso, in the side of the body. So, what do you think, Mitchell?
I think pay it.
You would give it? So did they. Well done. Because that was what was being considered. Yep. Was it on the hip joint or was it on the torso? Great call from the coach. Another 2 points. 5 points to 1 now. Nancy Garcia leads. Another kick round the back from Nancy Garcia.
She's moving so well just to not let Beltseva to get into any sort of rhythm and set up her attacks.
And there was a kick, there was an attack that came from Beltseva. 2 point score.
So that's what happens if Garcia's being static and letting.
She did. She just
control.
shut down for a second, and then bam, Beltseva straight back in there. Oh. Good counter punch there from Garcia as Beltseva. She knew she was coming in again. Beltseva looking across to the coach, shaking to see the card, but the coach, Tarek Abdul Salem, wasn't going to agree to do that. Oh, we have another 2 points.
It's a good idea to save that review for these moments like this. Tarek is a very knowledgeable coach.
Very much so.
And he's actually French.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yes.
He's in a bit of a torn between two worlds here, coaching Kazakhstan.
Well, I know what you mean, but I'm sure your professional head would be in place and you would just do your job.
Absolutely. Yeah, he is a professional.
And he's done such a great job with the team in Kazakhstan.
So such a dominant team, consistently medaling as well. They're always hanging around in the medal matches.
Yeah.
Two Olympians.
Exactly. This puncher comes over the top, didn't it? Came over the top of the defense from Nancy Garcia, so didn't get the score.
Oh.
Great sweep. Oh, could she follow up? Fabulous Ashibarai leg sweep, wasn't it?
Very,
Just
very
couldn't
swift.
get in the position to put the punch in. Fabulous counter punch there from Nancy Garcia. Beltseva leading with her chin a little bit there, wasn't she? But it doesn't bother her. She's got a tough chin. I'm sure of that. That's another point for Garcia. And that's enough. Beltseva said, no, not my day. It's going to be your win.
Well deserved.
I love the fighting spirit, though, of Sofia Beltseva. But on this occasion, it was Nancy Garcia who takes the spoils. Confirmation, Nancy Garcia, gold medal winner. Female Kumite, plus 68 kilograms. Must be tough. Australia produced some fantastic. for his 4th Karate1 Premier League medal. Coming up to the halfway point, referee not satisfied with the level of work, imposing passivity warning for both of them. What you can expect, you know, 2 grand winners here, Mitchell, the respect they have for each other, they know that if they make a mistake, it could cost them the match.
This is our game now, you know, it's very tense, and at this level, you sort of know what the other person is wanting to try and do, and you just don't want to fall into those traps. So it's such a tense first exchange, but then once that happens and it's an attacker and a defender, anything can happen. But these boys have, I'm sure, have fought many a times, and
they know their capabilities, they know their strategies, and always looking for something different. And there we see it already from Rizvan Talibov. He was looking for something different, and he did indeed get it. 2-point score.
I think Mahmoud just shut down a little bit, just a little bit of lapse in concentration there, drifting to the corner, but wasn't quite switched on.
You see the way Mahmoud came straight back in, plenty of aggression.
Понял, вбився в центрі. Йока, відчуй на корпусі знову ногу. Тільки відчувай. Назад не йди. Да, не йди назад. Не пережимайся.
Front hand punch there from Mahmoud.
І не працюй на червоному, не працюй.
There's time left to work.
Не працюй. Добре, нормально. Не йди назад! Неважно, різ. Не йди назад, зрозумів? Бийся в центрі. На нозі тримай його і на руці. Супер!
Kick round the back from Mahmoud. Talibov's punch slipped past the side of the face.
Probably took a little bit of his face on the way through as well.
Could be. Okay, so there was a reaction from an injury from Mahmoud. Referee determining that was his own fault. That's why he was given a warning. Side kick attempt there. Hook and kick there from Talibov. Absolutely out of this world. Tremendous kick. The pressure from Mahmoud was immense. Talibov steps back, and up comes that hooking kick for the 3-point Ippon score.
It was an amazing kick under pressure. Copping kicks from Mahmoud left, right and centre.
Mahmoud's not giving up. He's still in this game. It's into the last 10 seconds. He's trailing 5 points to 0. Once more, Talibov goes in with that punch. Mahmoud says, no, I know. I'm not going to close that gap.
Yep. That's it.
Huge win, wasn't it? So we have the turnaround from last season's grand winner defeating this season's grand winner. That's how much passion there is, Mitchell, isn't it?
He's not over just yet. And Mahmoud may have taken the grand winner this year, but Talibov is such an amazing, fierce competitor. Scary, scary man he is.
They're still very much in the road to Cairo, because all the points in the Karate1 Premier League count towards the road to Cairo. That's where everybody wants to be in the individual world championships next year.
Yep.
This year is the first time it's going to be changed. It's just going to be